How complicated is the Emirates English test on the assessment day? Can I have a few examples to look at so I know what to expect? Absolutely yes. In today's video, I'll walk you through the exact grammar and comprehension test you'll face, with real examples and smart tricks to avoid common mistakes. And toward the end, I'll share links to 2 exams you can take straight from the comfort of your home. I'm Zdenka, I'm a former Emirates cabin crew, and together with Orlando, also an ex-Emirates crew member and a recruitment consultant with over 4 years HR management experience, we are helping you land your dream job at Emirates. Today, you'll learn exactly how the Emirates English test is structured, what to expect, how to answer, and how to prepare. The Emirates English test happens after all your group exercises are completed. The last thing you want is to pass the hard parts of the interview only to be rejected in a silly and easy to pass English exam. If you prepare, you won't fail. Don't waste your valuable time on an open day only to fail this stage. Continue watching and you'll have the tools to outperform any other candidate. Let's begin with the structure of the test. It helps recruiters filter out candidates who aren't fluent or sharp enough to communicate clearly. For Emirates, the English test is positioned after the group exercises, but before your final interview, making your English test the only gatekeeper to your final interview. And it is a pity to pass such difficult group exercises, work so hard and succeed, only to fail an easy English test. So let's jump right in and fix any issues with your English test now. Number 1, grammar and vocabulary. This part checks how well you know the mechanics of English. Articles, prepositions, verb tenses, phrasal verbs, you name it. You'll usually get a sentence with 1 missing word and 4 options. Your job is to choose the correct one. Some of the wrong answers can be tricky. The best is to first go by exclusion, eliminating first the obvious wrong answers. Usually, this leaves with only 1 obvious correct answer, but on some occasions, the wrong answers could be still tricky enough for you to make a mistake. Exercising and doing some quizzes will help you understand what type of tricks are used in the English test. So if you have the opportunity, exercise at home. Reading comprehension. You'll be given a short text, usually a workplace scenario, a short article, or an instruction manual. Then you'll be asked questions to check your understanding. It's not just about reading, it's about understanding tone, purpose, logic, and meaning. Now let's walk through some real examples so you can start practicing. I'll break down each one with the correct answer and explain why it works and why the other answers don't. Grammar and vocabulary. Question 1. You must extinguish your cigarette, something, entering the building. The option A, at, B, before, C, prior to, D, within. Pause here for a while so you can answer yourself and test your English grammar skills. Do it on your own. I'll share the answers later to see whether you got it or not. The correct answer is C, prior to. Why? Prior to is the correct formal preposition here. At and within are wrong and don't fit. Before would have been correct too, but it's missing an E at the end and therefore it's wrong. Extinguishing your cigarette needs to happen before you enter. Prior to nails that meaning. Question number 2. Fitness trackers allow you to something, your heart rate while exercising. So the options are A, checks, B, obtained, C, monitor, D, damage. Let's pause here again, answer, and I'll then tell you what was correct. So which one did you choose? The correct answer was C, monitor. Monitor fits because it means to observe or track over time. Checks is the wrong verb form. obtained makes no sense contextually, and damage is completely irrelevant here. So how did you answer the above questions? Did you get them right? Did you struggle? If yes, you may need to further work on your English. Expect 20 questions like these. And remember, there's a timer doing a countdown for each exercise, so you need to think quickly. Don't overthink things and don't change your mind too often. Your first answer is usually the correct one. If you want to practice your English and take it to the next level, check the video description below for our Emirates English Exam package. You'll find over 62 quizzes, both grammar and reading comprehension together, divided into 2 exams. Great! Let's move to the second section, reading and comprehension. Here is a paragraph. Pause the video if you want to read it carefully, then answer the questions that follow. Which of the following statement is completely correct according to the airline's procedures? I'll let you pause the screen here again so you can test your reading and comprehension yourself. Try to answer on your own and then I'll give you the correct answer and why the others are wrong. Ready? Pause. And we are back. So which answer do you believe it to be correct? The correct answer is C. Emergency equipment irregularities must be immediately reported to the senior cabin crew member or purser and recorded properly without attempting to repair them. Now notice. Option A sounds almost correct, except may attempt minor repairs if they believe it improves safety. That's wrong. No repairs are allowed unless given express authorization by the airline's technical team. Option B is the trickiest one. Sounds logical and correct everywhere except for upon check completion, which is wrong. This action must be immediate, not after everything else is checked. Crew are to report malfunctioning and missing emergency items immediately. D is wrong as it says only oxygen bottles and extinguishers need to be checked. That's wrong. All emergency equipment must be checked. You'll get 11 reading and comprehension questions on your Emirates English test. Be ready because these are harder and require more focus from your end. If you didn't answer correctly earlier, there's a high chance you need to improve your English before attending your next open day. I recommend having a full immersion week of just English, so music, books, films, meeting and talking with expats in your friends circle. This will significantly improve your English skills. If you're finding this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe and share it with someone preparing for their interview too. It helps us make more videos like these. So thanks. Here is how to prepare smart, not hard. Practice regularly 10 minutes a day is better than 1 hour once a week. Use apps like Quizlet, Duolingo or online grammar drills to build your English skills day by day. Use shadowing. It's a technique used by language learners where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say, mimicking their tone, pace and sentence structure. Here is how. Find an airline safety video in English. Play a 10-second segment, pause and repeat it out loud. Match pronunciation, intonation and speed. Do this daily. It will massively improve your fluency, clarity and confidence. Build vocabulary. Start with aviation-related vocabulary, words like turbulence, recline, brace position, aisle and evacuate. Know how to use them in context. Some exercises in the English test use aviation terminology, especially the reading and comprehension parts. So being familiar with some of these terms will help you figure things out faster. If you want to perform well, you need a solid command of aviation and hospitality vocabulary. Words you'll actually use on the job. Here are some words you can master already. Brace position, a safety posture for emergency landings. Recline, to tilt the seat backward. Turbulence, sudden movements caused by atmospheric pressure changes. Aisle, the passage between seats, usually 2 in Emirates aircraft. Galley, the kitchen area on board. Cabin, the passenger area of the aircraft. disembark, to exit the aircraft, evacuate, to leave quickly in an emergency situation, in-flight service, food and beverage offerings during the flight. Please expand your knowledge as much as you can. It helps you also during the final interview. Grammar mastery. Focus on the big ones. Prepositions: in, on, at, over, under. Verb tenses: present perfect, past simple. Modal verbs: should, must, can, and conditionals. For example, if I were you, etc. Reading training. Use short articles from safety manuals, travel blogs, or airline websites. Read, then summarize. Practice answering questions about the text. This video gave you everything you need to start preparing for the English test. If you are serious about passing this exam at your next open day and ultimately becoming a premium cabin crew, don't stop here. You can exercise yourself with a real simulation of the Emirates English test. We have 2 exams ready for you. Exam A, meant to test your skills and provide an idea of how ready you are for the English test. It's practically a benchmark to your English proficiency. And Exam B, a final test to verify and prove whether you're ready to attend the Open Days English test or not. If you are interested in our English exam package, you can purchase it and gain instant online access. There are 62 questions in total, all different from each other, and they are an exact simulation of what you'll find on your assessment day. Every correct and wrong answers come with an explanation, so you know what mistakes you made and exactly where to improve. And remember, you can always refer our products to other friends and colleagues to get a 25% discount. Find more details in the video description on how to do that. It's easy and makes learning cheaper for everyone. Hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you found this helpful. Let us know what part of the grammar test gives you the most trouble. We'll make more content on it. Thanks for watching. Click and watch this video to see what to expect from the new Emirates interview process used in 2025 by recruiters at Emirates, with several group exercise examples and ways to impress recruiters, plus the mistakes to avoid.